Hello, I'm Mrs. Sim Gamer,
And I'm Farmer Sim.
and welcome back to our multiplayer crossplay series on the good and the wonderful Purbeck. How you doing, Farmer Sim?
I'm all right, mate. How are you? You okay?
I'm blooming brilliant.
Tickety boo. That's good to
Tickety
hear, mate.
boo. And
Yeah.
although
Bit warm.
it's a little warm in the UK, we're recording this
Yes.
on the afternoon of Friday the 8th, so this is coming out in about 24-ish hours.
Yes.
But
We finally got
yes,
here.
we got
We
here.
finally made it. We
It's
almost didn't, did we? You've been so busy. You've been a busy bee this last few days, haven't you, mate?
Yeah, so busy with work, so I've like cancelled on you. I don't know how many times. I'm like that.
Well,
I've been that person, haven't I?
no, you haven't. You've been fine. Work has to come first at the end of the day. It's what keeps a roof over your head.
Oh, it's all this adulting. I don't like it.
Yeah, yeah. Responsibilities. Humbug. That's what I like
Humbug.
to say.
But you know what?
Humbug.
We get a few hours of
What?
farming now.
We do, mate. That we do. It's a beautiful day here on Purbeck. It's 11:40 in the morning, and we've put together a little bit of a plan of attack, haven't we, mate?
We
Um,
have, and you were an absolute legend. When I last recording, I actually went. I was in Cornwall. You probably have noticed I haven't put that many videos out recently. I've been just busy, and then I was away, and before that I've been quite ill, so a bit slow on my side, but hopefully picking back up again now.
the main
And
thing is you're all right, mate, and you're in good
I
health, and you've had a break.
am.
Everyone needs a break, don't they?
Everyone needs a break. So Farmer
Mm.
Sim, we're actually standing in the field, which he kindly finished off for us, and you managed to get an massive amount of straw bales out of here, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Yeah, we actually had 34 bales that we'd completely forgotten about. We'd stashed them away in one of the sheds on our first on the farm one, our first farm where we started. We'd put them in a shed there, and because we never go in that shed, we forgot they were there. So when
Whoops.
when I finished off the baling from that we did in the last episode, we have now got 94 bales of straw, all neatly stacked in a row in that shed. And we don't need to worry about. I don't think we need anything for straw at the minute. We could maybe keep one aside for the pigs just to top them up a bit. But
Yep.
in fact, the pigs have still got a straw
Massive
bale
amount.
sat in their thing, haven't they? So do you know what? Let's just forget about it and sell them all so that we can get your tractor fixed.
That
That's
is the
the
priority at the moment. Mean Green is completely broken. So,
yes. I
while
feel
far
mean because I've got a shiny new tractor and yours is completely knackered, so we need to get yours fixed.
so knackered. And whilst you're doing that and selling those, I am going to be picking up these rocks in these three fields. So,
Yes, your
yeah, we've got
beloved bear hug machine.
my beloved bear hug, but I have a feeling I might have to borrow your tractor. Oh no,
Yes.
170, hang on. We might be able to
Oh
get.
yeah, I hadn't thought of that. No, you'll be all right. Well, the little Fent can manage the baby Fent can manage the baling,
The
the bale
pulling.
trailering, can't it?
Yeah, I'm gonna need to
Just
use
about.
yours.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
So,
fine. No
yeah,
problem, mate. No problem.
I'm gonna bounce.
Right. You just vanished in front of me. Right, where am I going? This
Right,
is
I've forgotten how to play.
you forgot. Yeah.
It's
What's in
been.
front of you here is a steering wheel. And what you do, go on,
Oh,
after
sorry.
you.
I actually
No, no,
forgot how to
after
turn the
you.
engine on.
Do you know what? I always do that on this because there's a difference in the way in my own games. I just need to press the accelerator,
Yeah.
which is on my. Yes, I'm on PC, but I'm using I've always played with a PlayStation controller, so I just press R2 and everything comes on. But on this game, it doesn't. And I've just got out to do manual attach again. Come on, you tool. Um, yeah, I have to press R1 and square in order to get the engine going, which is just
Oof.
I'm just not used to. But hey, we're going now. Baby
So
Fent and Daddy Fent are running.
they are running in unison. So I was
Mm,
thinking, we are in planting season for canola. So
we
once
are.
we get these stones picked up, You're going to
Yeah.
put some canola in, aren't you?
I
Canola
might.
and
Yes. Okay.
grass?
Yes. Yeah. You came up with that idea, didn't you? Super brain. Grass. Getting one of those. Woo-hoo. Look at that. Reactions of a speeding mongoose. Did you see
Was
that?
brilliant.
That was Wolverine-esque reactions there.
That was. Actually, while I'm here, I'm going to jump out and show my viewers from this side your beautifully stacked, nearly
Oh,
100 bales. Look at
my
this,
stash of
guys.
bales.
Absolute
It's
stash.
yeah, it is, and I'm not going to take credit. I didn't use a front loader with a bloody bale spike
Oh,
or
don't
anything.
blame
When I
me.
was on my own, no, I activated super strength, and I went hulking in here with trailer after trailer of bales and just stacked them on there because
Love
this
it.
trailer stack
Auto
side,
stacks.
doesn't it? It does, but it stacks them on there. It doesn't stack them that way round. It stacks them the
No,
other way round,
it
and
does.
that doesn't. It just doesn't work for me. It's like no, they should stack that way.
Yeah.
But
So,
so
you
anyway,
were saying about we should leave our back garden. If we plant another grass
yes.
field, we should leave the back garden. What if we put cows in this back garden?
Um, I guess we could. Is there a pasture that's small enough that wouldn't?
I reckon so. This is pretty big.
I suppose it is. Look at us
I mean,
hooligans standing on our brick wall.
we probably need to get a decent. We could just do the fenceless husband. No, because then that won't give us manure.
Do those fenceless husbandries not give us manure if we were to place down a manure pit nearby?
They might
Would
do
that work?
actually.
It might do. It's definitely food for thought, though. I like your thinking because if, like I said to you before, if we turned one of those really big fields into grass, we
Yeah.
don't need to. I kind of said, oh, we can just leave the back garden to it, then, can't we? But
Yeah.
it's land. We may as well try and make some money off it if we can, haven't we?
Yeah, even the big ones, base game big ones fit in here. Believe it
Do
or
they?
not. Yeah. Not that we could afford one of these. We would need to
Do you know
download a
what?
decent
Sorry,
mod.
I'm literally going to construction mode and have a look now because I'm baffled. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they're really expensive ones, aren't they? Oh, I've just come to it, and it says there are too many animal pens. That one says not enough money, but the ones we can afford, it says we have too many animal pens. Too many animal pens. Please sell some first.
We have access to that cow one up at the top, don't we?
Oh, we do, don't we?
So what
That's
if
right.
we sell that?
Because
Should we just fly over there quickly? Not fly. Well, I can't fly, but you can.
You can't.
That's animal dealer.
Can't fly.
Is this it? No, not that one.
Right.
No.
At the original farm up here.
Yeah. Where is the?
We can't. You can't sell it. We don't actually own the land, even though it's. Oh no, this is confusing, isn't it? Because if we go into the animal menu.
Oh no, we don't. I can't
It's
remember
not there.
what. I mean,
Do you know
worse. Yep. On.
Do you know what we can do? We can delete the third sheep
Delete the
pasture that we're
third
not using.
Yep. You took the words right out of my mouth.
Did I?
We could do that.
We could do. Well, that's definitely something
definitely
to think about for the near future.
Agreed.
Something that will require a little bit more planning. But yes, we can delete one of the three, the empty sheep pasture. We can. Oh, this is going to make a mess of my stacked bales now, isn't it?
Oh. Your OCD is going to hate you.
Oh, I'll manage, I'm sure. There we go. 17 bales transporting. Oh, where do I need to go for these? We're going to make some money to fix your tractor. Where are we going? Straw. Oh, I don't know why I'm saying the straw and hay sell point. There's only one place to go, isn't there?
I think there is, yeah. Alright,
I'm
here
stuck.
we go.
You out stone picking?
Yes, although it doesn't look like I'm picking any up from here. What's going on? I think this needs to be cultivated first. I had this before
Oh, go on.
where we had, I think I was on Red Rock, and like
Right.
the stones were not picking up in this state,
Oh,
in
weren't
the
they?
harvested state.
Oh, have you got to be?
I think you have to mulch it first, like you said,
Or
or
oh, no
cultivate.
way.
Yeah.
We've got it. We don't actually have a mulcher though, do we?
No, we have a cultivator
And
though.
we have a cultivator. I think that might have to be it, mightn't it? Although the cultivator's it's not too small, but it's
It's not ideal.
no.
What
Oh, that's a shame.
what mulcher sizes do we have?
I don't think. Well, I don't think we have any. We haven't got a mulcher, and we can't afford to buy one because the aim at the minute is to sell all those to fix your tractor. So I think what we need to do is we need to get these bales sold, fix your tractor, and then we both come and work together in that field. I'll cultivate, and you can stone pick with your big thing.
Okay, well, while you're doing that then, I will get the weeder and weed our big field on our farm.
Okay, sounds good. Good thinking, Batman. This fence is struggling a tad, I must admit.
Do you want to swap? Because I can...
Well, I'm already here now. Well,
are you?
I'm halfway there now. We're not quite here, but I'll manage. I'll struggle on through.
We can swap back at the farm. I've got to bring the weeder back that way anyway.
Swapsies.
And I believe the little baby fent will work perfectly fine with this weeder. It's not a big one.
Oh, it will, won't it? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good idea. Good thinking, Batman.
I'm just going to triple
So,
check.
By my calculations that I performed, in fact, actually,
Yeah.
let me just jump into the menu very quickly. Yeah, 63 quid per 1,000 litres. So this should net us £29,610, I think, selling all of these straw bales, plus the 17 we've got.
And that's everything we need, right?
We need 20, just under 20 grand or 20-ish grand to fix your tractor,
Yeah.
and we'll have about 47 once we've sold all the straw bales.
Nice.
We've still got several, probably a couple of trailer loads worth of silage bales to sell, but they haven't quite fermented yet.
Crash counter.
Ooh, crash counter already?
Yeah, just
know
running
what it
the
was?
weeder against the fence.
Because we're 13 minutes into the video.
Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah.
In a minute.
So nearly here.
I keep crashing.
You're out of practice. That's
I
why,
am.
mate.
I'm so out of practice.
You'll be right.
I haven't played for over 2 weeks. That is a long time for me.
Yeah, it's a long time for anyone, really, though, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a long time. My
Well,
brain needs to wake up. Ooh, that's decent. That's 17 bales, right?
That was one trailer load of bales. Yeah, 17 bales, 5 so far. Just shy of 6 grand.
Nice.
There we go. And it is a pleasure not having the traffic on. It really is.
Oh. Just drive and have fun. Doesn't need to be that serious.
Do you know what we should do when we get your tractor fixed? Me and you should have a little drag race.
Yes! Shouldn't we do it, like, before I go and break it again?
Well, it's already broken.
It's already broken.
Yeah. I'd be a bit cruel having... I'll race you in my brand new working perfectly well tractor while yours is like smoking and with bits hanging off it.
I know, that's very true.
No clutch.
No
all
clutch.
sorts. Yeah.
What's a
Accelerator cable
clutch?
snapped, but I'll have a race anyway.
I
What's a
haven't,
clutch?
I
Yeah,
haven't
yeah.
used a clutch in years.
Oh, you drive an auto, don't you?
I do. I've had autos now for probably 10 years or so.
What? There is
Yeah.
something very, very nice about having an auto.
Oh, there's just no
I've
thinking
owned
involved.
one. I know it is nice.
Point and
It's lazy
shoot.
driving. Yes, point and shoot. I had a big V8 Range Rover a few years ago, and obviously all Range Rovers are automatic, and it was lovely. It was very
Mm.
nice, but I I've always yearned after the involvement of a manual. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, changing your own gears and hearing, oh, lovely. So
Bit
I
more
think I
involving.
mentioned to you my dad recently got a Tesla as well.
Yes, you did actually. You did
So
say
we're
that. Is he
having,
enjoying it?
oh my god, he's like a cat that got the cream.
He's like, what?
The cat that got the cream. Haven't you heard that
The
saying?
cat that got the cream. Yeah, no, I have. I have. So I didn't quite. My tractor blanked out the noise then. Sorry, I'm getting stuck on the door.
I'm sure a lot of people would like the tractor sounds blurring out people.
Yeah, yeah. As you start talking, just brrr, brrr.
Brrr.
Oh, hang on a minute. Where are you? I'm still struggling. Oh, there you are. I'm in the yard here. Do
I'll
you want to play? Do you want
disconnect
to
and
play
bring it to you.
swapsies?
Of course, you can have this. I
There
don't
we
need
go.
this horsepower.
Thanks, mate.
It's a pleasure.
I do, unfortunately.
There you go.
Hey.
Swapsies.
Thank you
Oh,
very, very much.
pleasure.
So,
Yeah.
anyway, you were saying father has bought a Tesla.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And yeah, of course, there's no gears there, so
No.
it's like floating. Um, and we worked it out based on travelling up there and back. 'Cause we went in mine and my husband's Range Rover.
Yeah, yeah.
They went in their Tesla, my mum and dad,
Yeah.
and they spent 50% less on
50% less on
on
essentially
battery
fuel. Yeah. Compared to your fuel.
Compared to my fuel. And we were driving sensibly. We weren't in sports mode. We were just cruising the entire
But
time.
that's still interesting though, because 50 he used 50% less, but you're in a Range Rover.
Yeah, but they have really high performance. And he did do a bit more driving actually than I did.
Oh, okay.
So cost wise, that was based
Yeah.
on cost. So we
Yeah.
spent about 140. He spent about 70 on electricity.
You spent 140 quid on. Is it a?
Fuel.
I take it it's a diesel.
Diesel, yeah.
A diesel.
A diesel, yeah.
Yeah.
I am unfortunately going to have to change it because my business, we're about to launch a website based on climate change, so I can't be driving around in a gas guzzling Range Rover.
Oh, I can't. Do you know what? Forgive me. I literally can't help but smile at that. It's brilliant. You've got this wonderful business where you're focusing on climate change, and the CEO
Drives around
drives
in a Range
Range.
Rover. Yeah, doesn't have the right ring to it, does it?
Oh, brilliant!
I'm going to
No.
I'm going to a climate technology show at the end of this month. Actually, the end of this month. It's in London,
You're
and
gonna fly in your Cessna.
so for one, I live right near London, so I don't need to fly anywhere.
So you can take your helicopter. Then it'll be a much easier, quicker trip, much more convenient.
Yeah. Well,
Just
technically, I probably
airwolf it in.
Airwolf, like I have a helicopter. Yeah, everybody.
Yeah.
I don't have a helicopter. I don't have a private jet. I don't have any of those things. I'm not rich.
She's got everybody. She's got 3.
I've got 3. I don't have one. I have 3. And the main sponsor, funnily enough, is Tesla. So I'm gonna go and
Really?
yeah.
Oh, get
So-
Mr. Get send
Elon.
Mr. Musk a quick e-mither just to say, any Model S's going spare,
Oh yeah,
sponsorship and all that.
I wouldn't mind a Model S actually.
Lad, Mr. Musk.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I hope the company's not even launched yet. Although my other ones are, but this one isn't. It will be soon, and I'd love Tesla to be an advertiser. I think that might be the day I go out and celebrate with a big bottle of whiskey.
A big bottle of whiskey.
Yeah, and champagne.
Neck it in one. Yeah.
Oof, no, sip it,
And
darling.
and then have a go with your new Tesla autopilot to see if it can get you home.
That is definitely illegal. You still technically have to be touching the steering wheel at all times, even if there's autopilot on.
But what if you were just touching it with your knees as you're slumped back in the driver's seat as your
Yeah.
Tesla Model S drives you home?
I think the camera in the wing, not the wing mirror, the one in the middle. My gosh, what's the one in the mirror called?
Rear view.
Rear view. Thank you.
Rear view mirror.
The rear view mirror.
Have you been away from the world for 3 weeks, or just?
It's the heat. The heat is boiling my brain stems.
Do you know what? Yeah, no. I can completely relate to that.
What was I going to say?
No idea, mate. I haven't got a clue. Rear view mirror.
Rear view mirror. That was it. I think there's a camera in the rear view mirror which watches your eyes, and if you're not looking in the general direction of the,
As your Tesla's got a Tobii eye tracker in there.
it has a Tobii eye tracker, so you have to be staring in the right direction, touching it.
Right.
Touching the steering wheel.
Yeah.
So it's intelligent enough to make sure that you are fully aware and capable of taking over as and when.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty incredible. Yeah.
Yeah, my dad is a complete nerd, which I love, by the way.
Yeah.
And I'm a bit of a nerd.
Nerds are cool.
Yeah, nerds are cool. And yeah, he told me. Oh, and honestly, the thing glides. I didn't think I would enjoy electric cars really, because I'm a bit of a petrol head. I like fast cars. I go on track days. I'll take cars on the track and just have fun. And I just didn't think I'd like it, but jeez, you put your foot to the ground on that thing, you just fly. You fly.
It's the future at the end of the day. Like you, I'm a dribbling petrol head. I have been since the day I was born. I've been into cars my entire life, but it's the way,
So unfortunately, our planet can't sustain it.
No, that's the thing. Yeah, I know that there's science happening at the minute, and there has been for a few years when it comes to sustainable fuels. Fuels
biogas
that have been
hydro.
Yeah, but even I can't think of the term for it, but it's essentially it's manufactured petrol. It's not petrol made from oil, but it's petrol made from, I don't know, science. I can't. Do you know what? I watched a YouTube video on the other day on Harry's Garage. I just can't. My brain. I'm going to blame the heat as well, because it is sweltering hot.
It's sweltering hot.
But yeah, there is. There's new fancy petrols that are being. It's a bit expensive at the minute, but because it's still quite new. But anyway, the point was, electric cars. The speed in which they can destroy some things is incredible.
It's remarkable,
especially
isn't it?
Things like the Tesla, the Model S Plaid, like the super duper version of the Tesla range, which is face peelingly fast.
I've been in some fast cars, but even I was like, yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah, there's something entirely different about the way an electric car accelerates.
I mean, there's still a very long way for battery development to go, and making sure that getting higher capacity. So the one thing which he did have to do was plan the. So to give you an idea, from where I am, Cornwall and where we went in Cornwall, which is southwest, guys, of England, it's about 300 miles. Now, the Tesla can just about-ish do that. Ish. So he had to plan his routes to Cornwall based on where to stop at superchargers.
The charging
But they are
points,
so fast. So 15 minutes and you can charge a decent amount. And it's all done by your mobile phone. You walk away from the car, it locks, and you can... Oh, it's insane.
Really?
So he stopped at Bristol, then Exeter, and then he did do another little stop off at Camborne, which is North Cornwall. And then come to South Cornwall. We stayed in Pra, or Pray Sands, depending on how you want to pronounce it. Which I've completely fallen in love with, by the way, and I want to live there.
Yeah. This is rather a beautiful part of the country, isn't it? Very much so.
Yeah, it feels very Mediterranean. When the weather is nice, it feels very Medi.
Yeah.
Wow. Of course,
it is a beautiful part of the country.
The really G7 was in Carbis Bay, so we went to Carbis Bay. I haven't been there since I was a child. Oh my goodness.
The G7 summit thing?
Yeah, that was when Boris was still in power.
Right.
So what was that, a couple of years ago? Angela Merkel and... but Biden just come in. So when does that...
Right,
was that 2.5 maybe years ago?
Something like that, yeah.
And, it's so beautiful. It holds up against any European coastal area. The restaurants... It does, the water is piercing blue. And we saw seals swimming in Lizard. There's a place called Lizard Point. Oh, it's just lovely.
Idyllic, mate.
Idyllic.
Yes, a well-needed holiday.
Yeah, as you know, I normally go abroad, but this year we're sort of taking a bit of a break from expensive, far-flung trips. Because it's my husband's big 4-0 next year.
Big 4-0.
Big 4-0. And I think we're going to do something big for that.
How are you?
Yeah. And I'll be 3-5, 35.
Honestly.
Still a young spring chicken, right?
Youth.
The youth.
Do you know what, mate?
What?
We are knocking on the door of 30 minutes on this here clip.
Seriously?
Seriously, mate.
It's because I could talk for England today. It's because I haven't actually spoken to you properly for over half.
Yeah, it's been a couple of weeks. Yeah.
We text every day. But
our last couple of episodes were done back to back. 2 and
a bit weeks ago.
3 weeks ago.
3 weeks? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, because we did them ahead of time, didn't we?
We did.
So, yeah. We better, as we normally do, everybody, we tend to split our video in two and crack on and then bring you back in a little while's time when we've actually made it somewhere.
Yeah.
We're making money, though.
We are making money.
A bit grand.
I'm making progress here. I've probably got half the field left to go, I reckon.
Good stuff, mate. Good stuff. Right. Well, we should say a very temporary goodbye, and we shall see you all in a wee while's time, eh?
Yeah. Farewell, everyone.
Toodle pip. See you in a bit. Hello, everyone. Welcome back.
Welcome.
We are back at it, mate. I've just jumped out my tractor. I'm in the middle of cultivating this field because we established that we couldn't pick any stones until we've cultivated it, didn't we?
Yeah, just wouldn't let us.
No.
But you've sold. No. Computer said no. You've bailed. You've sold all the bales though, haven't you? 50 odd grand in our bank account.
Yep, there it is. 50,000 to 256 quid. So I'm running round here, but I really don't need to run around here because I've already put it over here at the
store.
At the store, yeah. I need to. Here we go. Repair £22,798. Are we ready? Done. Goodness me, do you want to know how much it's going to cost to repaint it?
40?
Guess. No. Up.
No.
Go on. You've got
50?
3 guesses. Almost, yeah. £53,100.
That's a joke.
Well, yes, it is. It cost. Do you know what? Funnily enough, actually, I've just recorded one of my Court Farms episodes, and I know it's not a trailer, it's a tractor, but I just repainted a trailer,
Yeah.
and it was £2,000.
Wow.
At the shop.
Well, that's...
Yeah.
I would pay £2,000 all day long. But it doesn't even cost that much in real life.
Well, I've paid about £2,500 a few years ago to have one of my cars blown over. So it wasn't a full paint. It wasn't a proper bare metal paint job. It was just what's called a blowover.
Yeah.
But that cost me a couple of grand to do that.
I appreciate it's a skill, but
yeah, it's a skill, but 53 grand to paint. Technically, on this tractor of yours, it's like 50% not painted anyway because it's black. And the bits that are black, the bits that are green actually take up much less than the. Anyway, and where are you? I'm sat in this field that you've just weeded. Whereabouts are you? I want to present your tractor to you.
I'm in the other vehicle. The other field. I've nearly finished another weeder.
You ran.
Another. I can't even talk now. I can't even talk.
It's time to just give up and go back to bed.
It is, isn't it?
There you are. Is that you almost finished? I've just bought you your lovely fixed, clean, repaired
look
tractor.
at it. Oh, I'm chuffed. Thank you so much. Now, the question is, did you wash it?
Honestly, Mrs. Sim Gamer, what do you take me for? Do you know what? You know when I was doing all that organising and all that.
I bet you cleaned everything, didn't you?
Of course I did. I wandered around with my hose pipe. I cleaned everything. I rearranged everything. I tidied everything neatly away. I put all the tractors in a nice, neat row, as equidistant from each other as possible.
It didn't go unnoticed.
The shed. Well, it did because you just asked me if I washed your tractor. There was you just about to chop me in half with a chainsaw. Viewers, from my side of things, it looks really dodgy when people see the hose pipe.
It does.
It's just a hose pipe with no end to it.
Well, you pull it out. Okay. You pull out your...
This is a family... Honestly, this is a family channel.
Chainsaw massacre. And then water party.
And then water fight. I'm going to clean the tractor. Team cleaning. Anyway, right, enough of this nonsense.
I'll park this up. So I've done 2 weeding, 2 fields, now without weeds. Field 34 still needs to be done, but I think I'm going to come and join you.
Yeah. Well, let's leave. Oh, check out our corn.
Our corn's looking amazing.
It's looking rather big, isn't it? That'll do. Yeah, that'll do.
Oh, mean green. I've missed you, old girl.
Now it can be mean again instead of feeling a bit forlorn. It was forlorn green up until now, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, that does not need repainting. I'm sorry. It's looking fabulous.
No, it doesn't, to be fair. That's a good point, actually. Why does it charge, or it was expecting to charge £53,000 to repaint something that doesn't have a speck on it?
It looks amazing.
Brand new, to be honest. Yeah, it does.
Well, it is still brand new. It's only got 23 hours.
Yeah.
I would say jump in, but I don't think you... Can you get in this one? It's got a second seat.
Nope.
No.
I cannot.
Alright, I'm gonna...
Yeah, but that's something we need to investigate, isn't it? That universal passenger thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, right.
I'm gonna leave you, though. I suppose you can just...
I've already left you. I'm cultivating now.
You are? I will come and get the bear hugger and get to work where you are.
And hug some bears.
Hug some bears.
Hey, do you know what we haven't done this episode, mate?
Talk about food.
There we see. Same level
Same wavelength
trailer
always.
fault, same wavelength. Yep.
So,
So,
what food do you want to talk about?
well, I don't know. We just haven't talked about food, have we? And I must
Well,
admit, though,
go on.
this last week or so, because it's been so unfathomably hot, I haven't had much of an appetite. I've not eaten anything that's really worth writing home about, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, hunger hasn't got anything to do with eating. Let's just put that out there.
Yeah, no,
Me and you
no.
like food.
Yes.
But
Din-dins.
I'm the same. Okay, that's now rock picking.
Excellent.
Grazie mille, Pharmacim.
Very welcome, mate.
When I was away, I ate plenty of pasties and plenty of
did you?
scones.
Oh, good. Do you know what? I'm glad you said that, and not scones.
Oh,
Anyway, sorry,
no, I
yeah,
don't do
carry on.
scones. Yeah, it's slobber on the jam, then slobber on the Cornish cream. Mm-mm-mm.
And then you spread it on your scone.
Yes, indeed. I covered myself in.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, well, my dad being from Devonshire, he's obsessed with clotted cream. So
Oh, is
obsessed with it. So I have been brought up around it. But ironically, I didn't realise I liked it. And it wasn't until
Really?
I was on a plane ride. It was a British Airways flight. I don't know where I was going, and they served like an afternoon tea.
Oh, darling, afternoon tea.
Afternoon tea on
cucumber sandwiches.
That's
Lovely, on
exactly
little
what.
sauces.
Absolutely, that was exactly what was there. And I was on this plane. I was like, do you know what? This is the ideal time. I haven't paid for this, so I'm going to try the cream. And it was a Rodders.
You were a stowaway.
Yeah, I was a stow.
Oh,
Luna. Sorry, Luna ruins everything. And anyway. So I put on the jam, like I do, and I would normally stop there. But this time I was like,
Right.
Go on then, I'm going to put the cream on. I took one bite, and I was like, my life has just changed.
This is the way.
This is the way. But,
Okay.
of course, in Devonshire and Cornish people prepare their scones very differently. Now, is this a fact that you or any of our viewers know?
They prepare
is
them differently.
Yeah, there is a right way and there's a wrong way, in my opinion. But
Enlighten me.
so the Devonshire way, where my dad is from, which he believes this is the correct way, is to put the cream on first, then the jam on top. Now the Cornish way is the opposite way round, jam then cream. And that is the way I stand right here, right now, and I put myself by the Cornish way. Even though I'm Devon in my blood. It makes no sense to me.
Right, so you put your...
Cream, jam then cream.
Jam, then cream.
Yeah. So what do you do?
What do? I just stick it in my face and I don't give a crap what I do. It's like just put it in my mush and stop mucking about.
The perfectly prepared scone. I'm sorry, the perfectly prepared scone is a good scone. Sacrilege.
I know, yeah. Well, I'm just a cowboy then. Clearly, I'll just go. Give it here, bash, gone. Where is it? It's in my face, where it should be.
Well,
no,
viewers,
I'm being
viewers.
silly. Yes.
I want to know, how do you eat your scones?
I'd like to know if any of our wonderful American viewers even... Is it... Do
they
even
call them
know
biscuits.
What scone is?
They call them biscuits.
Thinking that. They call them biscuits, don't they? It's interesting. I do like the differentiation between what... Like obviously the chips and...
crisps.
Crisps and potato chips and biscuits. But don't. Am I correct in saying to our wonderful viewers on the other side of the pond, don't you also call a bread roll a biscuit? Am I correct? Am I off with that or not?
I actually don't know the answers to that, and I've spent a lot of time in America.
You're far more. Well, you've spent more time in America than I have, but I, I'm sure
What you mean? A
that
bread roll? They call
a bread roll is
biscuits.
in a bread roll is in the bread roll you can make a sandwich with.
Yeah,
You know,
they call
is
them
that what
biscuits.
you would call it? I think so. I might be wrong. I don't
I
know whether they
wonder.
call. Yeah, I would very much appreciate being enlightened in our comments section.
Yeah, we
What on
do.
earth is a biscuit? A biscuit is a biscuit. It's a cookie. It's what you guys call a cookie.
Yeah,
Is so. Yeah.
are your Americans? Yeah, Americans' biscuits are cookies,
Yeah.
and
But
our
cookies, as far as we're concerned, cookie is just one type of biscuit.
it's a type of biscuit. Yeah,
It's a type of biscuit. You've got, whereas obviously we have, and I'm sure you guys do
so
as well.
many
You have
types.
you have many different types of cookies. Would that be right? So
Yeah,
to Americans, a digestive biscuit would be a cookie. Is that
I
right? A
assume
rich
so.
tea biscuit would be a cookie. What would a Jaffa cake be? That's another argument entirely.
Oh
Don't
my
know.
gosh,
Oh
is that a
god,
cake
yeah.
or is it a biscuit? To me, I
It's
I,
a.
I class it as a biscuit.
It is because it's round, it's flat, and it
It's not a
comes in a
cake.
cardboard. It's it's a it's
Oh, I
whatever it
lost
is.
you to the life of lag. Then,
Oh,
what did
did
you
you?
say? Yeah.
You lucky thing. I don't know. I was just babbling about Jaffa cakes, talking about whether cakes. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, a Jaffa cake is a biscuit because it's round and flat and
Yeah.
comes in a tube.
It doesn't make sense that
Um,
they call it cake. It was like somebody in the marketing department thought, wouldn't it be funny to call this a cake even though it's a biscuit? And somebody was like drunk or high and thought, yeah, that's a great idea. Let's
yeah,
call
yeah,
it let's call it a cake. See if we can market this. And
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh my
What are you doing
gosh.
for your tea tonight? What are
Me?
you on for your din
We
dins?
we
Yeah.
are cooking a BBQ for the family. My sister, Bally Spring's sister,
Lou.
Lou,
Yes.
she's off to Africa tomorrow for 2 weeks, so she's coming
Wow.
over here, and we're having a goodbye before she goes. Even though we only just saw each other, like we work together, so we are.
Well, you
We
don't need an excuse for a barbecue, then, do
oh
you? Just
no,
there's your reasoning.
but I miss
Oh,
her
do you
'cause
know what I could?
she lives an hour away, and it's like a million miles for me. I'm
A
just me and
million
oh,
miles.
she's just everything to me. So, but yeah, me and Liam are going to be making our apple slaw. So it's like
Sorry, what? Apple what?
apple slaw. So it's like a coleslaw,
Oh, sorry. Right, yeah, yeah.
but we put apple in instead of cabbage,
Ooh, that sounds
and
good.
with carrots. So carrots, apple slaw, mayo, white wine vinegar, I believe.
Oh, dude,
It's
that
really
sounds really good.
nice. It's really nice,
You,
really
you,
fresh.
you're gonna have to parcel force some of that up here for me.
Oh,
That
I
sounds really
know.
tasty.
And
Can you
then
imagine
parcel
that?
force, yeah, special delivery.
Yeah,
Um,
next day delivery.
and then I'm gonna do some. I love potato salad. I love making potato salad, so I'm gonna make some of that.
Yes.
And yeah, that's about it. So after in about 10 minutes, I'm gonna need to bounce because I need to cook.
Yes.
And then Liam is on the barbecue. He's amazing at cooking, so we're just doing real basic stuff tonight, like pork steaks and burgers and
That's what barbecue's
sausages.
all about, though. Just slap on the meat, bit of salad, job's a good one. As long as the sun's out, you're all right.
Oh, and the sun is definitely out. And thankfully, our
Do you know what?
garden is good at night time. So the sun's the other side of the house. We have a
Ah,
front facing, back facing. I don't know. What are you
is
doing
it
for your
south?
tea?
I am. Well, I think at the minute, me and Mrs. Farmer Sim are possibly going to go out for a meal because it
Oh,
was our
yay!
14-year anniversary
Oh,
yesterday. Um,
congratulations!
Thanks, mate. So we were going to go out, we were going to go out for some din dins last night, but we got to the point where we just couldn't be asked.
I
It
don't
was like
blame
no,
you.
it was too hot. We were just I was sat on the sofa, just melting,
It's not fun though,
and I
is
just couldn't
it?
be bothered. Eh?
It's not fun when you go out and that you're feeling hot and bothered and you're just. Yeah.
No. Yeah. Bleh.
Well, big
But it's
shout
the
out
same
to.
now, though. It's the same now.
It
It's too
is,
hot.
but it's Friday and.
I know. And
Thinking,
Mrs. Farmer Sim is currently, she appears to be, for all intents and purposes, dead in the garden.
oh, really?
She's sunbathing, trying to even out her suntan. She's all tanned at the front, but at the back she's not. So she's currently lying face down on the garden swing chair thing, trying to
That's
even it
brilliant.
out. And she's been there for a while, and she's just motionless.
Well, big shout out to you, Claire. Congratulations on your anniversary.
Well, thank you, mate. Whether we make it or not tonight, I don't know. She may well be. She may well wake up and go, "Nah, I'm too knackered. I'm boiled. She's been frazzled in the sun." But we shall see. We shall see.
Yeah. It's mine and my husband's anniversary at the end of this year. The month, sorry.
At the end of the month.
End of the month. We got together in 2017. So how long have we been married? Together now.
6 years, won't it?
No, sorry, not 6 years. 2007.
2007. That's 16
7.
years.
So we've been together for 16
No.
years.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense. It was 15 last year.
There you go. Yeah.
And we
can do mathematics. Brilliant.
I can do it. And we got married in 2016. Yeah. So we've been married 6 years? 6 years? 7 years?
Awesome sauce.
I think.
There we go.
Ish.
So that's at the end of this month.
Yeah, 23rd. We got married on my mum's birthday.
Did you?
Yeah, my mum and dad got married on my mum's dad's birthday, which is the 2nd of October. So we kind of...
Sorry, hang on. Whoa. Your mum and dad got married on your mum's dad's birthday?
Yeah.
Good
And
God. Right, okay.
And then I was like, oh, I'll follow on the tradition, but your birthday, Mum, because I want to get married in September. And it was around the same time, pretty much to the date that we met as well. So we thought, oh, that would be a nice way to, remember. Because I'm terrible.
Yeah. That's a good point, actually. Strategically done.
I will always remember my mum's birthday, so I will definitely remember my wedding anniversary then.
Save ink on pens on the calendar.
Oh, yes. And I'm awful.
Sorry, very quickly, carry on the conversation. Just come to a stop if you can. We need to take a thumbnail before I forget.
Oh, yes, we can absolutely do that.
So, yeah, anyway, sorry, carry on. 23rd, so we need to...
I don't think I can...
land on this...
I'll turn this round for you.
It's alright.
Would you like my arms up or down?
There'll do nicely.
Yeah.
Say cheese.
Cheese!
There we go. I suppose doing it this way round, ordinarily what we used to do, didn't we? I used to come back into the game after playing with you on here and then switch on all the mods in the Easy Dev mod and go flying around and pull all the tractors out again and pose for a photograph, whereas I've discovered that you can just take photographs and zoom in and remove the remove the HUD in that, way. Yeah,
well,
so
I tell you what, buddy, shall we let our viewers disappear? This is probably a good point.
We are, yes, in fact, you're absolutely right. We're pretty much bang on point, I think, there.
Yeah.
There you go. I'll take a photo of you stood on your tractor. Yes, mate. That's a good point to call it there. It's been good this one today, mate. We've got a bit done. We've made a load of money. We've fixed your tractor. What are you doing?
Just invading your personal space.
What you like.
Yeah, great. We wouldn't have been able to do it without you. So thank you again for getting that all done while I was on my jollies.
Oh, mate, don't be daft. Don't mention it. It's all good. Yeah, so, awesome sauce. Another episode done, mate.
Thank you so much. I've loved it, missed it, and it's great to be back. And please, everybody,
mate,
comment below, especially on A, how you have your scones. B, is bread roll a biscuit? And C, is Jaffa cake a biscuit or a cake? We need to know.
Yes. All of those things.
All of these things.
Play.
All
Right,
right.
guys.
Thank
See
you,
you in the
everybody.
next one.
See you in the next
Thanks,
one.
mate.
Bye.
See you later. Bye bye.